What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Skunk, and today it's another good episode, man. Make sure you like, subscribing, and sharing. Tap in with me. Tap in with me. Today we're gonna go top 5 all-time NBA individuals. Top 5 all-time NBA individuals, not teams. I'm not talking about who won the most rings. I'm not talking about this era versus that era. I'm talking about top 5 all time. At number 5, the Magic Man, Magic Johnson. Look, if you was around and seen it, you seen it. Y'all all knew that couldn't nobody do nothing with Magic. Magic is his numbers is impeccable. He's in the top 5 in assists. And Magic was off the hook, and he's still off the hook, on and off the court. I don't want to really talk about off the court, but I think it's an important part in this whole thing. So off the court and on the court, Magic Johnson is my number 5 all-time best players of all time. Not 5 best time all teams. I'm not talking about how many rings he got, because the team wins rings. Team wins rings, not individuals. At number 4, a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but we're talking about individual play. We're not talking about team play. We're not talking about how many rings you got. But at number 4, I got Michael Jordan. I got Michael Jordan as my number 4 best player of all time, according to the stats. And I'm not talking about, okay, he got 6 rings. What happened in them 7 or 8 years before he got them 6 rings? We know he got 6 rings, but what happened to the 6 or 7, 8 years leading up to that? He didn't have good team play. So as an individual, you know, he went and scored 50 and 60 in games, but they were still losing. They were still losing. So at number 4, we got MJ, Michael Jordan, the 4th greatest player of all time. At number 3, we got Bill Russell. And Bill Russell was the only player coach on this whole list. Again, if we want to talk about who's the greatest, he got more championships than anybody that I can name, including Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. Bill Russell got more rings, but we're not talking about rings come from teams. We're not talking about that. We're talking about individual players. Currently, he's number 2 all-time rebounder. And off the court, you already know what it is. He was hooking up with Jim Brown and the rest of them cats. He was boycotting games when people wouldn't let them eat in restaurants. And he played in Boston in the 50s and 60s. Bill Russell, number 3 all-time. At number 2, I got Kobe Bryant. And a lot of people will say, well, how do you have Kobe over Mike when Kobe emulated Mike's style? That's exactly what Kobe did, but he did it better. He could dribble better. He was more athletic. Kobe Bryant, number 2 of all time. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. But that boy was a dog. His work ethic was like none other. I'm talking about all times. I'm not talking about teams. I'm not talking about how many rings he got. I'm talking about his individual stats. He's number 4 on the all-time scoring list. Jordan is number 5 on the all-time scoring list. I'm talking about individuals. I'm not talking about what your team did. And at number 1 all-time greatest player of all times is LeBron James. Look, we're watching history in the making. We're watching history in the making. 20 seasons, 25 plus points a game, number 2 currently on the all-time scoring list, number 7 in assists, went to the championship 10 years in a row. And I don't care how many of them he won, because it take a team to win the ring. It don't take one player. It take a team. It takes a team. I don't care how many teams he played for. He played for 3. He took them all to the championship and won in all 3 of them places. Yeah, Jordan played for 2 teams. LeBron played for 3 teams. Different era. Free agency is different now than it was back then. LeBron has been the shit for 20 years and running. We ain't never seen nothing like it. My cousin say he don't like LeBron because he say he cried too much. But in the NBA, that's called politicking. Jordan used to cry like a baby. It's called politicking. You know, you cry in the first quarter so you get calls in the third quarter. It's called politicking. Another comment my cousin Chad made. LeBron just don't take over the games. Well, everybody's personality is not to take over the game. And just because you take over a game or not, don't make you no less or better than the next person. Just because you take over, if LeBron has averaged over 25 points a game for 20 years, sounds like he done took over a lot of games. Sound like he done made a lot of free throws. The boy is less than 1,200, 1,300 points away from the all-time scoring record. We talking about a boy from the projects of Akron, Ohio, that sell tennis shoes and build schools, not sell tennis shoes and invest in jails. Check your feet, people. What you wearing on your feet? Is you wearing Kobe's? Is you wearing Jordans? Is you wearing LeBron's? Is you wearing Converse like Bill Russell? Check your feet, people. You got one person, again, that invests in tennis shoes in schools. Another person that invests in shoes in jails. I'd like to remind you all something. If you was around in the 80s and you watched basketball and you watched what Boston Celtics used to do on the whole NBA, and then the Pistons overcame that. The bad boys, they overcame that. And then Mike was trying to come through the Pistons. Until Scottie Pippen bossed up, until Phil Jackson and the triangle system was implemented, there was no championships. There was no championships. And that's the same for Kobe Bryant. When Phil Jackson came, Shaq came, implemented the triangle, championships. I want y'all to tell me down below, who's the best coach that LeBron has had and what system has he played in? I want y'all to tell me down below, why does everybody compare LeBron and Jordan instead of LeBron and Magic? LeBron is a point guard. Magic was a point guard. Jordan's a shooting guard. Kobe was a shooting guard. Compare Kobe and Mike. Compare LeBron and Magic. Don't compare LeBron and Jordan, because honestly, there is no comparison. It's your boy Big Skunk, man, and I'm back for another episode, man. I'm talking about the NBA all-time greatest top 5. And guess what? The greatest top 5, he's still playing. He's still playing. Billionaire as a player. Family man, don't get caught up in all the rigmarole. You don't see him out drinking and kicking it and smoking cigars and all that. Not to say he don't, but he just keep his business under wraps. LeBron James, my #1 player of all time, baby. It's your boy Big Skunk, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Until the next episode, I'm out. Peace.